Top 7 Best Asus Laptops 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together the list of options that will meet the need of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or particular use, we have got you covered. For more information, I have put links of products in the description. Make sure to check it out. Like the video, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Number 7. Asus ROG Flow Z13. The Asus ROG Flow Z13 is an odd one, and not one we can recommend to the vast majority of players. If you're after a gaming tablet/laptop hybrid, though, it's your best option. It's certainly treading new ground in its tablet-first design and magnetically detachable keyboard, and when you throw in an additional RTX 3080 GPU to the mix, and this could well be what the future of gaming laptops looks like. Unfortunately, while the Asus ROG Flow Z13 is certainly impressive as a novelty, it's still a little too expensive to recommend to the mainstream. Of course, if you're looking for an Asus gaming laptop that doubles as a tablet, you're outside of that mainstream, but you will be paying for the privilege. Considering the tablet design, Asus can only squeeze an RTX 3050 Ti graphics card into this machine, considering prices start at $1,799.99. That's going to be difficult to square against the cost. For what it is, the ROG Flow Z13 is a gorgeous piece of kit. With expert craftsmanship around each crisp corner, hinge, nook, and cranny, there's a real feeling of luxury here. From the RGB internal window to the gorgeous display, there's a boldness to the ROG Flow Z13 that we particularly enjoy. You'll need to shell out for the RTX 3080 additional GPU to fully make the most of the 12th Generation i9 processor under the hood, but if you're after an all-in-one solution, the design and feel of this machine are well worth it. We were using the Asus ROG Flow Z13 in laptop form throughout the day for a week, and then in tablet form for some lighter entertainment and indie games towards the end of the day, and then plugging the RTX 3080 in for some serious play at night. That's a routine you won't find anywhere else. Number 6. Asus ROG Zephyrus Duo 16. The Asus ROG Zephyrus Duo 16 has a trick up its sleeve, and the clue is in the name. This is a dual-screen device, with a gorgeous mini LED QHD Plus panel up top and a 3840x1114-inch screen pad plus sitting just above the keyboard. In our review, we lamented the fact that not all games work with this second screen, and it might be overkill for the everyday gamer. However, in a productivity setting, this constant companion display was a game-changer. That's why the Duo 16 is the best Asus gaming laptop for those after a high-end work machine that can also double as a premium gaming rig. The touch-sensitive ROG Screen Pad Plus rises from the base of the laptop when the lid itself is opened. It's a graceful introduction to a seriously futuristic-feeling piece of kit. Once the machine is fired up, though, that crisp 4K-ish panel springs to life. If you're going to be using your new laptop for content creation or simply everyday tasks, and you've got the budget to invest in a top-shelf product, this is where we'd recommend looking. Yes, the keyboard and mouse have been reorganized to accommodate for that 5-inch tall screen taking up half the space. The main deck sits right at the lower lip of the machine itself, with the trackpad relegated to the side. At first glance, it doesn't look feasible, but we were up and away after a little muscle relearning, and came to enjoy the more relaxed mouse movement and comfortable typing experience. We used the Asus ROG Zephyrus Duo 16 for a full week's work in laptop mode and never noticed a strain. Number 5. Asus ROG Strix Scar 17 SE. The ROG Strix Scar 17 SE is the best 17-inch Asus gaming laptop on the market right now from a sheer power perspective. If you're looking for top-shelf performance no matter the cost, this is the model for you. The 16-core i9 12950HX processor tore through tasks and demanding games in our testing, running even sweeter with a lightning-fast 7000 MB/s SSD and RTX 3080 Ti behind it. All that kit runs smooth thanks to liquid metal thermal paste and vapor chamber cooling. That translates to an impressively quiet soundscape during everyday play, one of the quietest we've tested, in fact. However, we did notice things kicking up a notch once the turbo mode was enabled. All that is held under a fairly loud but still sleek aesthetic. That's achieved by maintaining a mostly matte black design, save for a crisp LED logo on the back and a vibrant Aura Sync light bar running around the front and sides of the device. This is a 17.3-inch machine, so it's not exactly going to be winning any awards for portability. The main deck is understandably thicker than devices running less powerful components, and a chunkier hinge is required to keep that display secure. You're trading that skinny form factor for some serious grunt under the hood, though. Our testing revealed that these internals are working particularly hard in this chassis, hitting 13,822 in 3D Mark's Time Spy and 29,616 in Fire Strike. For reference, a similarly spec'd Razer Blade 17 scored 12,244/25,484 respectively, and comes in considerably more expensive. Still, this is no cheap device sitting on the shelves at over $3,000/PS 3,000. We'd only recommend it to those who really will make the most of that power. If you don't need that heft, you'll find plenty more budget-friendly models elsewhere on this list. Number 4. Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is a perennially popular machine, and for good reason. This 14-inch rig is designed to fit the masses, slotting in between the TUF series and ROG Strix in its pricing while still bringing its own unique design language to the table. A super portable, super clean design, Ryzen 9 processor, and excellent speakers make this an easy go-to for those on the hunt for a 14-inch Asus gaming laptop. This year's generation completely ditched Nvidia, though. That means, for better or worse, the ROG Zephyrus G14 is one of the only ways to pick up a full AMD build right now. That does come with some drawbacks in ray tracing performance, but the efficiency of this processor and the slimline design it accommodates will certainly turn the tide for anyone looking to both play and work with their machine. Even by AMD standards, there are some particularly powerful components crammed into this device, which did throw up some thermal concerns in our testing. Even lighter titles cause temperatures to rise sharply, causing some stuttering after a little while. Number 3. Asus ROG Zephyrus G15. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G15 is the best Asus laptop for the majority of people. Like the G14 below, it packs a sleek aesthetic with an optional LED matrix lid and soft matte white coating. However, you've got RTX GPU options packed in here, as opposed to the 14-inch model's Radeon-only graphics. That means you're getting better ray tracing performance with far less impact on wider frame rates and motion. Pair that with the standard 15.6-inch display. That extra space makes itself well known during gameplay and when multitasking, and the addition of an LAN port, and you've got a solid all-rounder for the masses here. Of course, you're still picking up that slimline Zephyrus aesthetic and the powerful speaker system from the wider range. However, the G15 feels far more suited to far more people than the 14-incher. Unless you're in need of a particularly portable device, or you're keeping costs as low as possible while picking up that Zeph design, this is the model we'd recommend first and foremost. Number 2. Asus TUF-F15. The TUF-F15 isn't quite the cheapest Asus gaming laptop on the market. That would be the F15 series. However, it is the best value for money overall, wrapping some solid components and an up-to-date slimline design into a reasonable price tag and regularly seeing discounts as well. You can price down a little and pick up a series machine, but the chunkier aesthetic and older components are often only priced slightly below this far more impressive device. We should get one thing out of the way up front. The i7-11th generation in last year's model and 12th generation in 2022's device processor is a cheaper quad-core version than you'll find in other laptops. However, we haven't noticed any choking or noticeable dips in performance when running the Asus TUF-F15 as a casual gaming laptop. The trade-off for that cheaper CPU is an RTX 3060 or RTX 3070 graphics card GPU we rarely see at the kinds of prices these machines can drop to. Overall, the performance here is excellent considering the low price. We were particularly impressed by the TUF-F15's ability to handle high settings and still maintain above 60 frames, all while maintaining a slimline profile. The 240Hz refresh rate on our test unit was an overshoot for the specs under the hood, but having used a cheaper 144Hz model for a year now, there's an obvious sweet spot in the cheaper build. Number 1. Asus ROG Strix Scar 16 2023. 2023's Asus ROG Strix Scar 16 is a beast. It not only outperformed the Asus ROG Zephyrus M16 in our testing, but also beat it for price as well. That makes it the best Asus laptop on the market right now, though its aesthetic won't be for everyone. We were massive fans of that translucent main chassis aesthetic. When paired with as fingerprint-prone a material as this plastic, it does bring the overall premium feel down. There's still plenty of RGB to make up for it, though, and besides, this is a gaming laptop focused on pure performance. With an i9-13980HX processor at the helm, there's nothing the Strix Scar 16 can't handle. We managed to maintain 3-figure frame rates in shadow of the ROM Raider and the Division 2 on Ultra settings in QHD plus resolution. That's not something we can say about many rigs. Not only that, but beefier titles like Metro Exodus and Red Dead Redemption 2 never drop below 90 FPS. That's incredible performance from both the lightning-fast CPU and RTX 4080 graphics card we were testing with. So guys, that's all for Top 7 Best Asus Laptops 2023. The links of all products are given in the description, which are updated for the best prices. Subscribe our channel for more videos. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care, bye.